3 years ago, I started a limited account series called SirQuestPure, where I was only going to allow myself to wield items that are quest rewards. All combat would have to be done with quest weapons. The only armor I could use to protect myself would come from quests. I think it's time for a new breed of limited accounts, moving away from just the same old thing. Iron Men, locked to a certain stringency, locked to a certain area. This account is not an Iron Man, this account is a Deadman. He's only going to exist in Deadman mode. Same old guy, SirQuestPure. He's going Deadman. I have created a rough plan for how I'm going to do Deadman mode, and I've done a little bit of research into it, so I'm hopefully going to be able to skip Tutorial Island. And the first thing I'm going to do when I get to the mainland is Agility. In Deadman mode, they give you an option on where to start. It's not just definitely Lumbridge. So you can start either Lumbridge, Varrock, Falador, East Ardy, or the Gnome Stronghold. So because I'm going to start with Agility, I actually think I want to start in the Gnome Stronghold. For the first 12 hours of your account's existence on Deadman mode, you don't have to worry about people killing you. They get you safe for the first 12 hours of gameplay. Hello, it is me, SirQuestPure from the future. So I wanted to kind of explain everything when I first started and I was doing that agility course, and upon review I realized that the noises it makes when you level up now are extremely loud and annoying, and that footage was almost unwatchable. You still saw some of it. Anyways, so here's the straight scoop on Deadman mode. I also didn't have all the facts straight back then either. I'm just going to be doing some thieving training now. In general, the XP you gain in Deadman mode is multiplied by 5. This I already knew. Another layer on top of that is that for the first 30 minutes, it's actually multiplied by, I think, 20. And then after that 30 minutes, for the remaining first 12 hours of your gameplay, it's still multiplied by something more than 5. So notice how I keep leveling up thieving so much. Here, take a look at my levels. Just take a gander at this. So, you know I started out with Agility. I did move on to the Varrock rooftop course eventually. I got my Agility up to 38. In the process, I also got my woodcutting up to 28. I realized that it would literally probably be faster for me to just quickly get the woodcutting to make a canoe than it would be to actually run up to Varrock. And it seemed right. It was either the same amount of time or less. So I just got the woodcutting real quick to be able to build canoes. And that's been handy. Then I went up and got 38 Agility, and then it dawned on me that I should have been using probably that first 30 minutes for prayer. But I realize now, and this is a tip for anyone doing a Deadman mode account, make an account you're not going to use or something, and do some gathering with it, like bones in particular. So what I did is my friend and me, on my alternate account, on my main account, gathered up a bunch of bones by killing chickens. Then I could just have SirQuestPure go up to the altar in the wilderness, and he's totally protected, so there's not even any reason to be afraid of the wildy, and use those bones on it. I was getting like 300 XP per bone, and we're talking about regular bones, okay? Now, a funny thing happened when I was up there. Another guy came. Now, of course, he can't attack me. He was also just using bones on the altar. He's like level 70 or something. And first he said, "Who are you?" I think he probably thought I was somebody's alternate, because he realized there's only like 40 people that play Deadman mode, and they probably all kind of know each other by now. And so I was just like, I don't know, I'm me. And when he realized I was new, he gave me 15 dragon bones, and he's a really nice guy. So people in Deadman mode seem to be actually pretty nice. I don't think this is like, you know, the way people like to talk about how PvP people are. I don't think it's really like that. I think everyone here is actually really welcoming and nice, if they say anything to you. We'll see if any of these people say anything. Well, it's going to turn out everything I said is wrong, and they're going to start being jerks to me now. Now that I said it, I jinxed it. No. My goals for now are, I want to get as close to 70 agility as possible. My other goals are, well, I wanted to get 43 prayer. That one's done. I wanted to get 30 thieving. I'm pretty close on my way. And I want to get 25 herblore, which I don't really want to waste any time doing combat for the first 12 hours. I want to level up the stuff that sucks, like agility, like thieving, like skills that I hate. I gotta say, I know this is not really going to make for very interesting video, because I'm just kind of getting the boring levels, so I'm going to kind of consider this like the 0th video for SirQuestPure as a Deadman mode guy. I think people kind of know each other, and they actually consent to fight, from what I've seen. Like, I don't think people actually are truly PKing in Deadman mode. It's basically like leagues, seriously. It's like the multiplied XP, you don't get infinite run energy, so that, whatever. But, like, everyone is more social and helpful to some degree than they are in the regular game. Although I'm basing that on a sample size of, like, one guy, basically, because there's barely anyone here. Like, there's barely anybody here. So it's not crowded like leagues, but, like, you get multiplied XP, there's, like, a twist, it's different. Like, I don't know why people don't give this a chance. It's actually really fun. I actually was kind of misinformed about the death mechanics here. So I thought when you died in Deadman mode, you lost XP, except for the skills you protect. You get to choose 5 skills to protect from losing XP, and 3 non-combat and 2 combat skills. Here, I'll do it right now. I'll show you what it looks like. You go to the death mechanics menu, and then you click on one. So now I'm protecting these 5 skills, so I've used up all my protection slots. Turns out you actually don't lose XP unless you die while skulled in Deadman mode. So, meaning, unless I attack another player, which I don't ever plan on doing, at least not until I get all the quests done and I can kind of dick around, I don't really have to worry about losing XP. So it really doesn't matter if I didn't protect anything, unless I'm misunderstanding this. For sure, if I die to a monster, I don't lose anything. It's a normal death, a normal old school death. I don't think there's any graves or any bullshit. It's like a true old school death. When you get killed by a player, they can loot your bank, and I don't really care that much about that. But yeah, I should not be losing XP ever. It shouldn't happen, because I'm never going to be skulled. So I'm going to keep training boring stuff, and I might just upload this video because, you know, nothing really interesting here. Like I said, this will just be kind of like the 0th video, and then the proper introduction will be once I really start getting quests done.